So for today, we're gonna go through these methods that I explained in my last videos with the Ukulele Flow Method in 3 steps. The first step being the loop, the second step being the feeling and the practice, the repetition, and the third step being the exploration, which is the most exciting part because it's where we express ourselves. When it comes to the loop, it's simply about explaining you what is the practice today, what we're going to repeat and focus on. When it comes to the feeling part, it's all about repetition, and we're going to do a play along together to be able to build that foundation. And once we have this right hand and left hand automated, that's when we take our little bags and go on an adventure, and we sail from place to place. And I'm going to give you in this video 3 paths that you can explore to take today's loop a bit on an adventure, let's say. And that's all. And the next week, we're gonna build onto that. It's quite simple. So without further ado, let's get inside. Today's chord is a C major 7. And there's a reason for that. We're starting with this one because it's the most beautiful chord on ukulele, at least for how accessible it is. You can find it very easily, you can play it very easily. It serves as a home, meaning that it's very stable as well. That you can play it without feeling like the dissonance is causing you too much trouble. And it has this kind of very nostalgic sound in it, very loose, very dreamy, which is the case for most major 7 chords, which essentially is the same as a C major, but there is the note just right before the C, and it makes it feel like home, but just with a little broken window, let's call it like this. Therefore, we're going to utilize this chord to focus on the right hand and go just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I'm playing it, that's when you can grab your ukulele and we start playing, because we have everything we need to practice. So right now we're entering the practicing feeling part, depending on where you sit, how much experience you have with this practice. But this is the core of it. And I'm laughing because it's both surprising in being like, you just do this. It's like learning to draw and people just make you draw circles and circles and square until you get the feeling for it. This is the musical equivalent of doing that. So keep playing with me if you have your ukulele. If you don't, you can just play in your head. It's not a joke. And we're practicing for a bit. What might feel like around 4 or 5 minutes of practice. In the meantime, I explain many things about what we do. But sometimes I might slow down a little to enjoy myself the practice. And whenever we're gonna get ready, whenever this feels like it's starting to feel automated, I'm gonna explain you how to explore on top of it. So this is really all about building a foundation onto which we're going to explore. What you have to focus on while practicing this thing is only about producing a clean sound, releasing tension and stress, kind of clearing up your mind and feeling everything you can feel. From the softness of the strings to the rhythm of your own breath, to the weight of your feet on the floor. All of it while keeping track of the breath coming in and out. This time is the time in which people usually start making mistakes, which we're going to define as learning moments, let's say. If one of your fingers starts moving in a strange direction and you kind of lose control, that's when you slow down. That's when you eventually put this video on a 0.75 or 0.05 speeds even, to really take it slow and make it clean. Things that might help in focusing are listening to the sound. Singing is excellent to learn and to have fun also. So I will recommend that, but you don't have necessarily to do it. But it really helps in focusing the mind onto what we're currently doing. Another practice is to try and play a bit softer sometimes. As if you're still plucking the strings, but you're doing it in a way that just produces a bit less volume, as if there was a little baby next to you, but you're trying not to wake up. You're trying to create a nice melody for it to feel safe. If you don't have a baby around you, you just do it for yourself. It's also fine. But it's a good metaphor to keep in mind, to know what kind of music we're trying to play. So I usually play this for quite a long time. Of course, when I started, I wasn't able to play for such a long time, also being able to speak at the same time. So you might wonder how you will get there eventually, but you get there really fast if you practice on your own, especially. If you stop looking at the visual and you listen to the sound instead. And as I record this video for you, I released, or not released, but recorded a 1.5 hour practice in which I did exactly this for 1.5 hours without skipping a single note. Therefore, if you're interested, I'm gonna release it also alongside this week's video, so you can check it. It's a video in which I talk my mind, meaning I practice this meditation and I speak, I voice out everything that's coming during this practice, which might be feeling in my feet, feeling in my fingers, sensation of whatever might it be, discomfort, dizziness, as well as stories that come out in my mind, and I just share them. So it's a very special, unique video, but it's just to show you the process. It's not necessarily a video you have to watch to continue with this method and on our journey together, but it's a nice show for you to see a bit the extreme side of this practice, because of course you don't have to play 1.5 hours to already experience a lot of benefits. So let's play a bit more, and then we're going to go onto the exploration part. Why now? Because it's been already a few minutes. You might have played for part of it, you might have played the whole thing, but we're starting to feel something. We're starting to feel the automation becoming much easier. It means that it's easier for our mind to just float, to not think too much about what we have to do. And that's when we can start adding things on top of it. And this is the exploration part. So for this week's, I have 3 different paths that I played myself during my 1.5 hour practice, which I'm gonna show it to you right now. So let's play the last one. And here we go. So now we have a loop. We have an index finger that's starting to suffer. So you can change it to the middle maybe. And we're starting to feel great about it. But how do we make it better? How do we make it more interesting? Not just for us, maybe we have some people listening and you may be like, okay, it's been nice all along, but can you play something else? Maybe you want to, maybe you don't. But here are 3 different ways you can continue exploring, adding things, always knowing that the loop, so this, is the base. It's the structure. So anytime you go far, you go too far, you're lost, you don't know what you're doing, you always come back here and you will notice that it feels like home again. That you can then come back here, breathe a second, and then continue your exploration. Therefore, the first trick I have in the book is a right hand trick. And it's quite simple. Instead of adding things, we're just going to remove things. And so we're going to play 2 measures, and the last note, we're just going to skip it. And it's going to sound like this. Feel free to play along at the same time. The idea here is simple. We use silence. Silence being the most powerful tool in music. It's not a note, you don't write it on the partition, but it just adds so much depth. You can imagine someone singing and catching their breath. It kind of mimics a conversation. Had this kind of rocking chair effect. It becomes much clearer for the brain to recognize the pattern, and it's just beautiful. So one last time, and I'm going to show you the second way you can explore. Okay. So now we're coming back to the loop after exploring a little, and the second path to explore will be to simply use this A string and just move it around. And this is where music theory comes. This is where we're utilizing the C major scale for the first time. And if you want to know where the notes are, I'm going to link in the description the link to my website. And I have a ukulele playground there in which you can study and look at the different notes that you can hit. You just select C major, and then you see all the fretboard visually, and you know which note you can hit. So what we're doing is simply playing this, same pattern. And we're just going to move our index around wherever we have notes we can play. So we're currently on fret number 2, and we can go on fret number 3. And here we're on C major. We can come back to fret number 2. Repeat the process, come back to fret number 3. And using the same logic, we can go even higher. And here, I hit a wrong note. It's not a wrong note, so to speak, but it's a note that doesn't belong in the scale. So we can just keep playing it, just to see how it feels like to hit something a bit dissonant. Yeah, it's not really good. So let's go back to 5. 3, 2. And eventually we're back onto the C major 7. We can also play nothing at all, just, which is also wonderful. And come back home. That's it. That's the second path of exploration. For the third one, it's going to be quite a bit different. We're also going to pick, to fret, let's say, a different string. And this string is going to be the E string. And we're going to fret it on the G note. And we're going to play two measures, one with it and one without. And it's going to sound like this. So like this, it's quite simple. It adds essentially another chord. Even though the change is very minimal, it adds a bit of color to the loop. And it makes it almost hypnotic. Like something is floating, it's a bit of suspense. Something is really changing deeply and we're not really quite understanding what's going on. And the magic here is that the two chords are actually C major 7s. And the G note that we're fretting is actually the same as our G string. So we're essentially playing the same note twice. And it creates this hypnotic sound of repetition, which is beautiful whenever you really take advantage of it and you really press hard. This is exactly what we're trying to do here. This is quite advanced in the sense that you have to practice a little to start feeling the movements, but it's a really good exercise to start improvising, which makes it a very nice path to get started. So that's it. You now have a loop, a way of learning it, of building intuition with it, and a way of moving beyond. Next week we're going to build onto that, so stay tuned. You can subscribe, you can comment, you can ask me questions, you can also post your progress inside the Telegram channel that I have. I'll be happy to help you move forward. And that's all. You can expect a lot of content coming in, and a lot of surprises, because we're going to explore dynamic, speed, slowness, and eventually connect all the loops that we've been working on in the last weeks. All of it to build musical freedom, to be able to create however we want music to be, and to feel capable of doing this, of just nailing it, like, gosh, we're playing music, we're being good at it. That's exactly the feeling that we're trying to nurture. Therefore, I wish you a great day, keep exploring, we see each other next week. And see you!